All right, so here I have a server rack. I have 4 of them. I'm on the last one now. It took me a little bit of trouble because, when you're doing something for the first time, it takes you a long time. But then as you do it, you get better and better. So now what I'm going to do on the last one, I'll tell you what the steps of each in this particular model and where to jump the pins and whatnot. Okay, so I'm going to remove this connector here, and I'm going to first break the pins. Then I'm going to solder a jumper, this little wire, so that I can trigger it to turn on. And then I'm going to isolate it, and then I'm going to solder my leads. Since it's 48 volts, I wouldn't need that big of leads. This is a 12 gauge THNN wire, and they're pretty short, so the amperage is never going to go past 48 amps anyway. So these are rated 30 or something like that, give or take, in AC power. This is direct voltage, so put up a little more. So I think I should be fine, and if anything, I can always just do it again, So I'm going to start removing the screws so that I can remove it from the cage itself. I'm going to do this so that I could charge my battery rack, my 48 volt battery rack. I have 30K, and on sunny days it's fine, but when I am not in sunny days, like cloudy days, 3 days of clouds or whatever, 2 days of clouds, I have to go on the grid, because I'm totally off grid at the moment, and that is nice, having solar off grid. So for a Chargeverter, they wanted about $600, and for the cheap one, eco-worthy, is $300, and for this you can make it for $100. So this is the best way to go. So I'm going to do this because I didn't want to buy a generator. When you're using a generator to charge your batteries, you can't do it directly because it's AC voltage, unless you get a DC volt generator. And then what happens is it's very dirty. We call it dirty power. Very dirty electricity. And what happens with that is that it messes up your all-in-one inverter. There's a lot of cases. So if you have an all-in-one inverter, like a Chargeverter, it'll mess it up because the harmonics, the THD numbers are very high. They require I think it's 3 or less, and a generator that size would be like a 20 kilowatt generator. That's crazy money, So I'm going to be able to use my 3,500 watt generator that runs for about 10 hours of half the runtime by using this in series to 48 volts. So, okay, you're being a little stubborn. Okay, this one's being a little stubborn. This one, I took all the screws. Yes, I did. Took that screw. Let's go. You should be able to slide now. Okay. There we go. All right. So here it is. So I'm going to isolate it. So I used a multimeter, and the chassis was hot. Meaning grounded. Grounded chassis. So your neutral, literally, well, in this case, your negative was with the chassis. You need to make it float in order for when you put them all together, they don't short out. So the way I did that on this particular one, it's over here. When you turn it about, there's that one right here on the cold side. Okay, this is the cold side, and the hot side here, which which is where your mains come in. Okay, on the code side, you could always see the division. This is the big division right here. Okay, on your code side, there is a ground for the code side. So if you block that in, I just grab a little piece of tape, you know, electrical wire tape, you know, and just you know, just put it on there. Heck, you know, I can even grab this, which is somewhat like a plastic, and use it as well. This is part of the do not open kind of stuff. So we'll do both. So I'm going to put this, actually I'm going to put that one at the bottom. And I'm going to put this one over here. That's it. It's not rocket science. Just put that there, electrical shielding tape. That's it. Okay. It's not going to do much. All right, so that's insulated now. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove this pin here. So I'm going to cut them all. I'm going to cut them all. And the reason being is that we don't have a connector. We're just going to make our own positive and negative. I've already tested which ones they are, negative and positive. The sad part about this one is that they're on opposite side. So one is at the top, one is at the bottom, which is not ideal if you wanted to make a connector, but you don't have to do. You know, you don't have to do because that's what I got. So you just cut them all. Not gonna do anything with this connector. Okay, let's go to the next side. Cut them all there. Now, this saves you a bunch of money because this only takes about 6 amp. I'll tell you right now what the plate says about its working voltage. So that means I'm able to use my 3500 watt, you know, El Cheapo Raven El Cheapo, what do you call it? Generator, which puts out a lot of dirty power. I'll be able to use it through here, and this will end up giving me DC voltage to go into the 48 volt battery bank. Saves you a bunch of money. I mean, this is literally what is inside a Chargeverter anyway. If you're able to do this, you would be saving yourself a bunch of money. So we isolated it. I cut it now. I'm going to put this is my soldering station right here. I'm going to put it up to 500 as hard as I can get it, so that I can remove the solder. So then I made my own flux, which is the greatest, and I will be removing the unwanted metal. There you go, so there's 3. And now we'll turn it to the other side and do the same. So what I'll do is I'll put some solder flux, and I'll just run down like this, and I'll remove it. There you go. See? Remove the legs. There we go. So that is removed. And now I'm going to solder my positive. So this is my negative to my positive. So I'm going to solder my positive. So I'm going to put a huge blob. Let me see if I can try to get you guys to see. So I'm going to do this. I don't know if you guys are able to see. Hold on. Trying to get you guys to. Maybe you guys can see that a little better. Not sure if you guys can see. But I'm gonna do a bunch of solder over here. I'm gonna put some flux again. Flux is your friend. I'm gonna grab the solder and put a bunch. So we're gonna solder. That's what we're gonna solder our Okay, so now I'm gonna solder this here. I already pre-soldered the wire. So this is my positive. Let's do it this way. Okay, so now that it's there, I'm just gonna grab a bunch of solder. More flux. Oops. Okay, that looks real good. I shouldn't have any issues with that. I'm going to show you what it looks like. Let me turn the camera on. Okay, that's what that solder blob looks like. Hope you focus. There you go. So obviously I'll do a little cleanup. Now, for this in particular to turn on, we're going to jump this one here and this one here. So we're going to jump one. Okay, so from the positive, you have the first one, and then we're going to jump one. So between those two. So I'm going to do that now. Let's see if I'm able to get you guys to see a little bit. Now I'm not a... Okay. I don't know how people do it, but I'll try to. I don't know. Finding it a little difficult. It would be great if you had, you know, 4 hands. Okay, so let's see. My wife is busy, so let me try and. Okay, I'll use the helping hands. Helping hands, help me. Let's get my helping hands to help me. Yes. So you said Jeez Louise, right? get some. There we go. There we go. There we go. Okay. As best as I can get it. So now I'm going to grab my jumper. I'm going to jump those two. Sure, this here. Let me put some solder. Okay. Now I'm going to put the jumper. Should have done this first. Oh my goodness. So the thing in the way is being difficult now. Should have done the jumper first. Should have done the jumper first. Should I desolder this? Oh, let's remove it first. See if I can remove it. I'll have to do it again. There you go. But a little bit out of the way. That's good. Move it a little bit out of the way. I'll turn more light on. Hold on. Hopefully that's better. A little bit of flux. I'm going to that side is done. That side is done. Okay. Don't look the greatest, but it's never going to be touched. Okay, that was good. It is what it is. So this is how it looks. After it's clean, you know, professionals do this and they are so neat and everything is beautiful and it looks wonderful. But believe me, this stuff is hard. This stuff is hard. Let's see. Hi, what are you doing? This looks fun. Yes, it does. It is fun. When you do this stuff, it is fun. So now, this is a server rack power supply. So now that we've done this, we're going to put it back in the cage. I isolated it from itself. Now I'm going to put it back. I'm going to test for continuity to make sure that Your sound now? Okay, I guess the sound now. Hopefully the sound now. I have no idea. I cannot hear. Can you hear now? Hopefully you can hear now. So there's something that's always binding. Okay, it's isolating. Okay, so let's see. Let's see if I got voltage. See if I got voltage. Shot so far away. Why? Why? There's something shorting. Is any short? Let's find out. Only short, short. That's good. Okay, there's no short anywhere else. Okay. Okay, that's good. So it's going into. Is it because is this binding somewhere? Let's see again. Let's find out again. Let's find out again. That sounds like a transformer. So it is working and it doesn't work. Works and it doesn't work. Oh no! Alright, so let us well, we encounter a problem. No big deal. We can always fix it. ¿Terminaste?
Sí.
A ver. Marta, que léeme la historia entera. ¿Dónde comienza?
Comienza esto.
¿Dónde está el título?
El título está aquí.
¿Dónde está Jesús? Ahí está, así se llama, ok. Léemelo todo para yo escucharte.
¿Dónde está Jesús? ¿Cuándo? No lo sé.
Ah, no te escucho. Tienes que hablar un poquito más duro. Así como hablas, lee también duro.
Suave.
No suave. Duro. ¿Dónde está Jesús? Yes.
¿Dónde está Jesús? los padres de Jesús iban a Jerusalén para
¿Para qué?
celebrar la Pascua cuando Jesús tenía 12 años. Ellos fueron como de costumbre con José y María partieron de regresar a casa. No vieron a Jesús, pero todo estaba bien. Ellos pensaron que Jesús
Slug caps are quite nasty shock. Ooh, 235 volts. Remember me. Let us discharge that sucker. Make sure it's discharged, because man, it will get you good. Okay, 3 volts, that's good. Okay, so now we need to find out why it's doing what it's doing. Need to find out why it's doing what it's doing. Set high. Okay, that's what you're playing with. I have a power supply here, server rack power supply, that I'm going to make a server rack charger from it. And so now what happened here? I don't see anything out of order. Okay, so let's see. Now that it's out, I'm testing volts again. I'm going to turn it on. Oh no, this one's no good. This had an extra one, so this smells like burn. It doesn't smell like burn. I wonder what the sound is. If it's the transformer. Let's see. Yeah, that's it. Seems like a transformer sounds no good. It's making a sound. It sounds like it's shorting something out. Let me just charge the power again. Yes, man. So this suckers will get you back. Okay, so now let me look at if I see anything that's causing a short. see, the cabs are bulging.
Regresaron a casa. No vieron a Jesús, pero todo estaba bien. Ellos pensaron que Jesús
Jesús, ¿qué?
venía con sus amigos. Venía con sus amigos. Punto. Yo olvidé esto.
Sigue.
Ya tarde en el día se dieron cuenta que él no estaba con ninguno de Jesús amigos. María y José se preocuparon y corrieron de regresar a Jerusalén buscándolo por todo el camino. Ellos temían haber perdido a Jesús. Jesús con los maestros del templo, María y José encontraron a Jesús en el lugar donde el pueblo de Dios iba a adorar el niño. De 12 años, Jesús estaba conversando con los maestros, como si él fuera uno de ellos. Él les hacía preguntas y respondía las de ellos. Su madre tenía una pregunta. ¿Por qué quedaste adorar? Adoras estamos preocupados por ti. Jesús le respondió, deberías saber que yo necesito estar donde el trabajo de mi padre está.
Necesito estar donde el trabajo de mi padre está. ¿Así que está escrito? ¿Sí? Necesito estar. So, what's happening here? Sounds like something shorted. It's isolated, but sounds like something is cracked or shorted somewhere in here. Sounds choppy, like there's an arc. Next thing will be to look at the so it puts out voltage and then it cuts off. The bridge rectifier. No, which is up the coupler. I'm putting my hand like this. The capacitor is still charged. Well, I'm gonna have to get the next one and do the next one because this one is acting up. So I'm gonna do that one, and I'm gonna end this here. I'm gonna end up doing that one, everything I just did. So you don't want to stick to that. And then when I have it running, I'm going to do another video for it running. But I'm tired. So I'll see you guys. I'm gonna do the next one. I have another one. I have 2 more. So hopefully both of those are good. So I'll see you. Let's see. Trying to find a short. What do you look for? Yeah. Well, at the moment, I don't know because I don't have the energy right now to look for where the short's coming from. It sounds like it sounds like when the high frequency transformer is chopping up, you know, it seems like there's a short in it. Hopefully that's not what it is, but that's what it sounds like. And or it could be a bad cap or something that is cracked because you could hear the arcing. All right, so I'll see you guys next time.